Welcome to the Gary Abbott YouTube channel. This is a video that's going to update you and give you information that you may not have found yet. And I think it's really good information that you may want. So I have three things to cover. And the first one is hurricane. An individual in the comments section put, "Gary, are you going to do an update on the hurricane?" I said no, because I'm not in the villages the week or this week of the hurricane. So I can't really give you an update. But it reminded me, I did videos in 2022 and 2023 on what I do if I own property in the villages, but I'm not there and a hurricane is coming. Now, it goes over a number of things. I'm going to put the links in the description if you want to go view those. I think the videos clearly explain the best practices to do. But what happened is during this hurricane, I was doing my own best practices. I went out, and the number one thing I recommend in those videos is go to the villages.com or the Villages app or the villages.com and go to the Square cameras. And you can look at Spanish Springs, Lake Sumter, Brownwood. You can look at the cameras with the live feed. As long as they have power, you can see what's going on. So here, let me just show you the live squares this week as that hurricane was passing. And I have the time code, and I'm just going to run through. Here's Spanish Springs. Trees moving a lot. Here's Sumter Landing. You can kind of take a look at that. Then I went to Brownwood. Here's Brownwood. And then I found, when the heck did Sawgrass Grove get a camera? I was asking for it on Facebook a year ago. Where's a camera for Sawgrass? It's there. I was like, nobody's told me. Nobody's told me that there's a camera on Sawgrass. What a find. That is wonderful, because I don't know how many times, I don't live too far from Sawgrass, but I kind of want to see what's going on before I head down there. Sometimes I head down there just to see what was going on. Now I can just check the camera, see how crowded it is, if I got to bring chairs. This is a wonderful find. Out of this one question that dealt with the hurricane, I found the Sawgrass Grove camera. I had given up. I did not think the villages would ever put it up. And there it is. So what a find. I hope you appreciate this information, but it is a find. So check out those hurricane videos if you're at all interested. So let's go on to item number two. Item number two. This one shocked me. Here I do a video on my video takedown. And guess what happened on that video? YouTube gave me this video cannot be monetized because of the music that was in there. You know, the part where I start out the video with my head going all around with the head camera? The music in there, because I played it on my own video, which I had rights to the music, they said, no, you don't have the rights anymore. So I'd have to go through a lengthy process of fighting it. Instead, because some of you click that you get notifications, so you already got the notification and the link. So I didn't want to take it down for those people that already had it. So I left it, but it's unlisted. And then I took the video and redid the video in that 15 seconds of music, replaced it with music that I had, and posted it, and no warning from YouTube that, you know, this is why people get worried about when they have songs playing in the background that YouTube can make just declare. It's almost like ownership switches to the music company of whoever had that 15 seconds. a little ridiculous. So I've got people who have watched the video under the unlisted, which the second video you can't see. It was a mess. And it was all ironic that it was on a video that I talked about takedown, and I got taken down by YouTube. And it really wasn't a takedown, it was a classification that I'd have to give up some ownership of it. Fine, I got through it. I learned my lesson. Now I got to be careful of anything that I record separately, even of my own video. Crazy, crazy. So the other part of that video is I did a whole section on how, the maps. So I'm going to go out to maps because as soon as I put that out and did this whole, the villages maps don't really show where, you have these intermodal paths turn into bike paths. Well, it didn't take but, I don't know, half a day of that video being out for somebody to go, that map is available. You can actually find a map that does that. And let me just show you on, and it's a map that I've used, Wingnut uses. When you go to Vayans.com and maps, you've seen this before. The villages and the village names and each village, you've seen that map. I've used this map with permission. If you go back, the second map is villages multimodal. And let me just show you the same section where I highlighted that the intermodal turns into a bike path and people are making the mistake. So right after the Bexley Bridge, he did a great job. This shows where the multimodal paths are. The blue ones are the bike paths and walking paths, and the red is where you're off the road on a multimodal path. Did a great job here. You can see just where I was talking about, where you go over the Bexley Bridge and you're going to go right. It shows you right where it ends. So right there where it turns into a bike path, you ride along the road. And it really does show you can get most of the way to your village by multimodal paths. Now that may not be totally true when you get to the midsection of the villages, where the two multimodal paths really follow the major roads of Morse Boulevard and Buena Vista. You can see that. So the map is available. So skip that video. The person who asked the question, if you could figure it out, I'll leave the links to the maps. I wanted to show you one other map. Now, well, maybe I'll show you two other maps. Let's go back. Villages Golf. He has a great map showing you the golf courses. Now, Executive is the green box, and Country Clubs is the red, and Pitch and Putts are the triangles. And a lot of people have been complaining that south of 44, there are very few golf courses. Well, if you look at the new section, we're getting 4 executive golf courses. And he has the names here, and the championship courses are here. So golfers out there, south of the Turnpike's going to have plenty of golf. Clearly plenty of golf. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you've got championship courses. You've got 3 before you even get up into the other areas that were already built. So I also think another map that he has, which I never really thought about, was the village's subdivision. This is where it comes in handy when somebody tells you a villa area that they're in. If they're in a specific villa neighborhood, this subdivision kind of shows those individual villas that I never could figure out on some of the other bigger maps that just say Citrus Grove or St. Charles, or you can kind of go in on this map and take a look at the individual villas within. Now, some of the areas that are not villas, they're just unit numbers. These big green, I think he just color-coded however he wanted. So William Vans here does a great job of keeping this up to date. Now, final map. I want to go to, and again, I'll leave the link for the golfthevillages.com. Now, I showed you on that other map his golf. This is a better map, but it doesn't do south of 44. Well, it does south of 44, but it doesn't south of the turnpike, other than Fenny in those areas that are already built a couple of years ago. But it doesn't go into the new areas of what's available between championship and executive golf courses. So I just wanted to show you the maps. Somebody cleared that up for me. I wanted to give it to you. So if you have questions or would like me to do a video on something, feel free to put it in the comments. They sometimes turn into great videos. I think the big find on this, the Sawgrass camera is the big find. I love that. You guys didn't tell me about it. How long has it been up? I don't even know how long it's been up. But when it comes to hurricanes, I check those cameras when I'm not in the villages to see how it's doing, how fast the wind is going, and if I've got to be concerned. I don't think this one, I needed to be concerned. The other part of my recommendations is make sure you have hired somebody to monitor your house if you're not there. That's the other part of that video. But I'll link everything in the descriptions below. Hope you enjoyed this quick video. See you in the villages.